There's red pill out there that ain't nothing about marriage. They just getting draws, just walls getting thrown at them, and they taking them, or they tricking you. They tricking you out your wall. Like you walking down the street. Bruh. Oh, wait a minute! I done dropped the walls. I gotta put them up, put them back in my pocket. What happened? The guy sitting over there like, I had it.
Women be throwing pussy at me on the street like frisbees.
Bruh.
Ed, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's right. I'm 25 now. That's how I'm wearing my hat.
Word.
Don't wear it. The grays don't exist. You don't see them.
Silly.
Oh.
Welcome
to the J&O Show.
Where we talk about
things that we would never told them, Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write hashtag next show, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want. All right. So today, guys, we are actually going to be talking about
something I just bleeped it out. It's my fault. I bleeped it out the way. I'm sorry. Just edit that out. Edit that out. Okay, go ahead.
We're actually going to be talking about traditional marriage versus modern marriage and which one is best. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, this is no reaction, y'all. This is just us talking.
We taking it back.
Yeah, man. Old school. Y'all got to fall in love with us. First of all, we see the channel analytics. I've seen the channel analytics. All our high videos is Abba and Preach videos. So you know what we gonna do? You know what we gonna do? Because we don't appreciate. I'm totally gonna do more Abba and Preach videos. So y'all can keep on getting our subs and everything up. And I'm just waiting for them to do something that falls within our wheelhouse. That's pretty much all I'm waiting for, to be honest. Because you know they talk about everything. And I'm definitely gonna bring it back here so we can get some views and get some people to look at our channel. Because you know this is ridiculous. We interning. We about to finish this internship up. Make no sense.
Yeah. By the way, as far as interning, so we have a goal. We're trying to reach at least 500 subscribers by the end of May. Okay, May is our anniversary month. It'll be 2 years since we started doing this. We started during the pandemic. That's right, 2020. So if we can get another 100 and I think 10.
Oh, y'all about to see a
what have you?
whole bunch of Abba and Preach videos.
We need y'all to go ahead and subscribe. If you like us, you know what I'm saying? If you think, you know, if you like us.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
If you like us, go ahead and subscribe. You know, go ahead and hit that post notification so that way you can be notified. And go back and check out some of our older videos from when we first started during the pandemic. All right? Because y'all was rocking with us hard in the beginning. And then after the pandemic and everybody went back to work, I guess you just forgot about us. So what happened? I don't know.
That's crazy.
So yeah. But yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? We're trying to finish the internship. So go ahead and help us out. By end of May, we're trying to have 500 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what is you doing? Subscribe. Subscribe. Shout out to The Rich Way.
Yeah.
And Angelica.
Young Jail. You know what I'm saying? Right.
All right. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking about that traditional marriage versus that modern marriage.
Yeah.
And which one you think is better.
Yeah. Okay, so traditional marriage. Traditional marriage is man generally works. He's the head of the house. Women generally stays at home. The man at least earns more, earns more money. He's the breadwinner. That's his primary job. And then he does heavier tasks around the house. The things that require physical strength and exertion. Garbage taken out. Maybe he'll do the lawn unless, certain ladies is doing it so they can get their exercise in. Shout out to the fam. If you know, you know. And they do, traditional roles. I got the tool belt.
Is that car running? Ah! Shake it off.
You know what I'm saying? Man. That's what we do. So you got that. And then more modern marriage would be the women and the men are partners and there isn't really a hierarchy. And sometimes the women will make more money. Sometimes when kids come into the position, the woman will work and the man will stay home because the woman makes more money. Or they'll both work, continue to work and then, have daycare or whatever. Daycare though. Bruh. How I
Daycare's
pay
expensive.
how I pay more for daycare than I do my mortgage. Not my rent, my mortgage. How daycare costs more than my house. Bruh. So for seriously?
Yeah.
New words. For seriousness.
It's an extra-ness on there.
What is going on? Daycare is stupid.
Yeah, no. For real.
But they getting that bread, but y'all crazy. Y'all tripping.
Yeah.
So which one is better, right? Red pill, they're more for traditional marriage if they're for marriage, right? There's red pill out there that ain't nothing about marriage. They just getting draws, walls getting thrown at them and they taking them, or they tricking you. They tricking you out your wall. Like you walking down the street. Oh, wait a minute. I done dropped the walls. I gotta put it back in my pocket. What happened? The guy sitting over there like, I had it.
Women be throwing pussy at me on the street like frisbees. And thank you. I appreciate that.
I had the walls. You didn't even know that I had the walls. And then he tries to sneak off. You know, he tries to sneak off. Some of them do that. But then there's the red pill that does believe in more traditional marriage, and they try to build men to be traditional, strong men that your woman can respect. If the woman lose respect for you, then you need to tell her to get up out of my house, woman. What's wrong with you? You got to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the more modern side. You know, the people that would be considered blue pill. They don't call themselves red pillers. Call them blue pillars. And the rest of them just say they normal. Like that's how they say I'm a regular dude. Like that's what I am. And the red pill, no, you blue pill. And they go, no, that's what I am. And they, no, you a blue pill. Okay, you a simp. Shut up. So that's generally how it goes. And which one do you think is better?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you which one you think is better.
So I think it depends on the individuals because we've talked about it before.
Yes.
In marriage, you have to figure out what works best for you.
Yes.
Because you and your mate, you're two different individuals.
Right.
And as we know, times always will and inevitably change. So you have to figure out, you know, based on the times in which you live in and based on what works well in your household, what that looks like, what your marriage looks like. No two marriages look the same. I think that, like I said, you have to figure out what works for you. I know for us personally, I feel like it's a combination.
Sure.
Just because of who we are as individuals. But at the same time, we have to do what we feel as though what logically makes more sense and what are we trying to achieve.
Right.
Because that's something that, you know, that we talk about,
right,
you know, all the time. And it's just like, okay, well, what is our goal? You know, what is our goal for our marriage? What is our goal for our children? What is the goal for our future? Like, what does that look like?
Because y'all know retirement is slim. That ain't, you know, that ain't what it used to be. You ain't going to be able to live off that. So we got to make some changes. That's why we got this show. We was like, hey, we going to take something that we want to do and that we do to our close friends and we going to expand on it. Because, you know, I like to retire and actually be able to live without being in my kid's basement.
Really?
I don't want to live in Cairo's basement. It might not even be clean. You know he'll clean up.
Oh,
he'll clean up after himself.
Anyway.
Shoot. You know, down there trying to clean the cobwebs out so I can get my bed in there.
Really?
But that's just showing. The world is different. The world is no longer set up.
Right.
In a way where you can have one person working and you guys just be okay. I mean, unless y'all really, really budget. Yeah. I mean, really, really budget.
Or that job is paying quite a bit.
Yes.
Like you're making a lot of money.
Right.
Like, I mean, it can be done.
Yes.
You know,
definitely.
But it'll be tight.
Most of us ain't gonna do it. That's just, even if one person only has to work a part-time job.
Yeah.
Most of us are going to have both people working, and we're not going to be able to be in a true traditional marriage.
Right.
Now, we're not talking about traditional marriage in the 80s. We're talking about traditional marriage 60s, 50s. Right. So that is not something that's feasible because the world is very different.
Right.
And here's one thing that I actually wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. Okay, the importance of developing your own rules for your marriage. Super important. Everybody's marriage looks different. She already said that. Here's the thing. Be aware, however, that your personality and your actions will determine whether or not what you have in your head is actually feasible for you. One of the issues that I've been seeing is a lot of people will do certain things that don't add up to what they say they want.
Okay.
Right? One of the things that happened with the whole Jada and Will thing, the source says that Jada said that, you know, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man to defend me. That's what the source said. Who knows if she actually said this? I don't know. And if that's the way you move, don't sit up there and go, these men ain't nothing like my daddy. They ain't traditional. They don't handle their hand. Mama didn't move like that. If you come off with that energy, that type of guy is not going to want you. You can't say, I want a partner, and then say, I want a traditional marriage. By definition, they don't go together. So you have to understand, are the things that you're doing conductive to you actually establishing that type of relationship?
Truth.
And if it's not, you have to be goal oriented. Now, we're adults now. You can't just do what you feel.
Right.
Right? It has to make sense. You have to move purposefully. Right? If what you're doing doesn't lead you to your goal, you have to put the work in to change it. Or you have to move your goalpost. You might be thinking in your mind that that's what you want, but the reality is you want something different.
Yeah.
And one of the issues that we were talking about not too long ago is this navigating modern relationships. We don't know what that looks like, y'all.
Yeah.
We don't
haven't
know what it
seen
looks
it.
like. We haven't seen it.
So we're trying to figure it out.
So this modern relationship with the empowered woman and all of that other stuff, we don't know what that looks like. And maybe we need to start changing our value system for what we expect our mates to do and be, depending on what we want to be. I personally believe purpose is the most important thing in your life, right? Purpose and God, to me, are intertwined. It's an intertwined thing. So for you to be going in purpose is for you to be trying to be obedient to what God has set for you to do. I think that is the most important thing. So if a woman is set to have a certain purpose, or a guy is set to have a certain purpose, and it puts them in a position where it requires a lot of their time, they're going to need somebody that can acquiesce to that situation if they want to have a family and be married.
Right.
And it looks the same on both sides. You have to have somebody who has time.
Right.
You can't say, I want a family and I want kids and I want this type of soccer mom lifestyle, and you work 60 to 80 hours a week and your mate works 60, 80 hours a week.
Bruh.
There's going to have to be some sacrifice made for that to work on both sides. So maybe we need to start having conversations and understandings that what we see and think marriage looks like in our head and what we actually want and do don't match, and we have to make some changes.
Yeah.
I'm done. That was pretty much my whole point. I actually got it out under 20 minutes. We're working on it, y'all. Do you have any final points? Because you know she like to throw last minute jabs in there. So you have any final points?
Why he always be trying to put the pressure on me?
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put the pressure on her.
Why
I should, yeah, because when I do the pressure, she don't do it, and then when I don't do no pressure, she do it.
No
But
pressure.
do you have any final thoughts? I apologize. I'm sorry.
I had something to say earlier, but I forgot what it was.
I'm sorry. See, that's what happens. I be talking too much, and then she forget.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what happens.
I don't know. I can't remember what it is, y'all. But basically, you know, like we said, marriage, it looks different in every household. You got to figure out what works best for you. And this new age that we live in, being realistic about our society, how it's set up, whether or not you'd have funds to retire on once retirement comes, and all those things we have to look at now. Whereas for traditional marriages, it wasn't the same, because you can work a job for 20, 30 years and know that you have your retirement coming and you'll be set, like you'll be straight. But that ain't what our future look like, okay? So yeah, you can be working, you can have your job, your spouse can be working, they can have their job and everything like that. But what's going to happen when you get to the age where you need to retire? Like, you know what I'm saying? So all of that, that's all a part of life. That's all a part of marriage. Those are things that you guys have to discuss, and you have to figure out what works best for you, because you're not just living for now, you have to plan ahead for the future. You know what I'm saying? And if you have children, their future. So all those things you have to consider when you're making the different decisions about what your household is going to look like, what your marriage is going to look like, what your job situation is going to look like. All of that has to come into play. That's it. Hopefully you guys got something. If you have any ideas or comments about anything that we said, or you want to elaborate more on that, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section, and let us know. Write #next show, so that way we can know that that's something you guys want us to talk about. All right, and pass the offer plate, as they would say, which means hit that subscribe button, man.
Yes, hit that like button.
We need 500.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, okay?
Yeah.
By the end of May, we need at least 500 subscribers. Okay? 500.
Yeah.
So share this.
Yes.
If you like it, hit the subscribe button and share it with at least 5 people.
Yes. Okay.
If all of you who watch this episode share it with at least 5 people and hit that subscribe button, if you're not already subscribed, which most of y'all ain't who watching our shows, hit that subscribe button. All right? All right. But anyway, till next time. Deuces.
Press the off button.